Hello, welcome to the INANYAP podcast, the I Am Not a Nerd, You Are podcast. I'm your host, Comics, so this is my co-host, Cinta, and welcome to the first episode. In this episode, we are investigating how art influences emotions and vice versa. From the art of ancient times to modern-day music, it's an incredibly deep philosophical topic that spans across multiple cultures and time frames. So let's start digging. Hell, fucking yeah.
We did it. We did it, gamers. Okay, we finally did an intro.
I'm literally gigging with
on
my
the
fucking
first
tongue
try.
sticking out.
Okay, let's play some fucking bad words and talk
That-
about art.
I fucking. Oh, am I supposed to be swearing? I
No,
don't
what?
know.
Fuck it. It don't matter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So art. And shit.
Art,
Art.
art is pretty cool.
Okay. No, that's not.
Well,
We talked about this. We talked about
guys, this is the
Okay,
first
art.
episode of the podcast. So
first episode of the podcast. So if you want to leave a like on this video and smash that subscribe button. That would be greatly
so,
appreciated. But
I don't really remember what our topic was.
it was art and how it affects your brain. So, do you have any insight on this topic? Any personal
honestly-
experience with art? First, how
Well-
this? We start by defining the word art.
Are you
There's
just
many
gonna
different
interrupt me
definitions.
the whole time? You're
Yes,
just
I'm gonna interrupt you every fucking time. Oh, so I got
So
distracted.
there obviously there are different types of, like, I mean, if you want to go back to like the beautiful time of the Renaissance, you know. They were obviously focusing on the early Italian Renaissance. There was a focus on the perfect masculine or feminine build. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right. So obviously, but then you had like different styles as time goes on, and you know,
for sure.
stuff like Baroque art and
That guy's building with wood.
other types
Anyway.
of art. You know, that focuses on more of an emotional scale. You know,
Yeah, for
obviously
sure,
I
for
didn't.
Sure.
He has no idea what he's talking about, but I'm here because
Yeah, no, he's a wise guy. As the
obviously
girl
I'm
said.
not.
Oh, there's a guy behind you, by the way,
saying,
but you're dead.
thanks.
But yeah,
I'm not saying it perfectly, but you know what I mean, right?
I think there's an overall change in the era from the Renaissance to now. In retrospect to the
You're not listening to a thing
I
I'm
was
saying.
not.
Right?
I zoned the fuck out. But
This is a terrible first episode.
no, this is a W episode. How'd you fall in the void?
Shut up.
Anyways, we are getting pushed like bees.
So
Our bed is in fact wrong.
obviously.
We did in fact lose the game, but that does not matter because we have the
Okay,
Renaissance.
okay. Before you cue, give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, gang. I'm gonna look up what I'm actually.
We're doing
I'm
research
gonna look up.
mid podcast.
Well, I'm gonna look up an actual definition of
what art?
what I was talking about, the
Colloquial era?
Baroque art. Okay, so this is from vma.ac.uk.com.
Ooh.
It says that never mind, I'm gonna use a different website because that's not what I want.
Okay, kind of cute.
Okay, this is from the artstory.org.
Okay. Citing our
it-
sources.
Baroque art stresses theatrical atmosphere, dynamic flourish, and myriad colors and textures. That was from this artstory.org.
I don't even think he knows what he just said, so let's just play some fucking bed words. And
So
talk
obviously
about
it focused on more of a emotional, more dramatic, rather than where the Renaissance and some of the periods after the Renaissance focused more on
physical.
the human perfect physical element.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even before then, you had like the plague and all that, so art was very dark, you know, because
Mhm.
art shows the emotions of the time, you know. So you look at art now,
This guy's good.
it's a lot different than maybe, you know, art from like 20 years ago, or, you know, when people were worrying about what was it called, Y2K, and the whole world ending. You know, art might be different. I don't know. I wasn't born in the 90s.
No, I wasn't
so,
either, to be fair. So what you're saying
I also
is art
wasn't born in
changes.
I also
based
wasn't
on
born during
time.
the Renaissance, but yeah, I'm basically saying art changes.
So art reflects the time period it was made in.
Right, and then therefore the emotions of the people during the time period.
Yeah. So art isn't necessarily gonna be viewed the same now as it will be in 20 years.
Well, no, but that's what history books are for. So.
Was that meant to be a joke?
No,
I thought
I
that
don't
was
know.
what
I
you
don't
said.
know. I just keep randomly side glancing at the camera.
Yeah, no,
What the hell?
I can sense it. I can feel it in my
Um.
bones. But
I fell.
okay.
Um.
Anyways, let's get back on the topic of art and its effect
Okay,
of.
but
So
obviously, art genres change over time. Like, I
obviously, yeah,
believe that right now, like, music is more of the form of art people go turn to, rather than like painting, which back in the day you had a lot of, like during the Renaissance it was sculptures and architecture, and like paintings, but that was, the Catholic Church heavily controlled most things. So I mean, a lot of your art will be in like churches and stuff. But nowadays, it won't be in churches. It'll be in like, I don't know, online. Because
yeah, because the internet.
technology itself is just controls most of
I
it.
think I think now more than ever, though, we're more likely to go back into another renaissance. You
I
feel me,
mean, yeah. I
dude?
mean,
I think because AI is gonna take a lot of more like physical labor jobs. So I think art and music will become more valued
I
in
mean,
comparison.
and but you even see people using AI as a way to like
But it's different than
make
like a
art, but it
human.
doesn't show the same emotion.
Yeah, it's not an AI
Like,
can't portray the same level of understanding of human emotion compared to what a human can portray through art. So I think.
yeah, that's basically what I said.
No, I know it's what you said, but like
Just restating what I said
I'm
now.
trying to make it sound smarter because you're a fucking idiot. But
Oh, thanks.
anytime,
Um,
that's what I'm here for. That's why I'm the co-host, and you're not.
yeah, okay. Well, anyway,
What
uh,
are we talking about?
well, but like at the same time, I feel like, I feel like, that's
good,
really
good
good
one.
statement.
Good
Really
one.
good
Good
statement.
one.
Really great statement, to be
You're
honest.
you're profound.
Um,
What do you feel like?
I just feel like art nowadays, not all art has a meaning. I mean, it has a meaning, but it
I
doesn't have
think
as
I
deep as
think
a
you can
meaning as I
find
feel
meaning in
like.
anything, though.
Right, but I feel like it doesn't have as deep as a meaning as, say, like art in the Renaissance. Like if you look at what Angelo did on the chapels and stuff, what was
Who's
it
that
called?
guy?
Um, I believe it was. I can't think of it. Was it? It's the Sistine Chapel, I believe.
Yeah, I think I
Um,
know what you're talking about. But
and on the ceiling, they're like what modern day people call Easter eggs. Like shade to the current pope or ruler, whatever.
yeah,
And you find that nowadays too. But I feel like you have to. I feel like everything nowadays is more on art, more like music and TV shows and all that kind of like art style, rather than
our TV
Why'd
shows
I Buy
art.
Maniac. I mean, I consider TV shows to be art because
Interesting.
I
I think it
consider
is. I think it
the
is
production
art. It's because
art
there's so many different levels.
and style. I mean, art could really take any form. I mean, it's like,
Like I think you could say like even like playing basketball or something is an art. I would call LeBron James my
art.
favorite artist, quite personally, because
Well,
he's he's just an artist.
I would not
He's
say that
very.
at all ever.
I would
Not
say I would
once.
say there is a certain point of elegance that makes something an art.
Mm-hmm. But like, there's no I mean, I guess, but there's really no emotion behind LeBron. I mean, are you saying there's emotion behind
No,
LeBron James's
no,
like
I never said that.
skill? What are you saying there are? Would
I
would you
think there
say? Let
could
me
be.
rephrase. Let me rephrase. Would you say?
I think you could argue that Kobe as this guy's fucking killed me. But you could argue that Kobe had compassion behind his work because of how like dedicated he was, and you could see it in everything he did, how dedicated he was to his craft. So I think you could argue that there's compassion behind the level that he
But would you consider
put forth.
dedication a foundation of art? Would you say you have to have dedication for it to be art?
No, I think art can be made without dedication. I don't think all art you have to be dedicated to it for it to be art.
I mean, maybe people are just maybe us in general we're overthinking it all. Maybe art doesn't even have to have emotion for it to be decent, Like, I
But I think
mean,
emotion makes art. I think you need emotion.
makes art.
I
or
think
like makes it better?
I think it makes it the thing that it is.
Because I could draw my feet on a sheet of
Okay,
paper
I
right
don't.
now, and
No, don't do that, please.
I mean I could,
No, you
but
can't.
you
Nope,
know,
you're banned.
I mean anyone could do that, but
Okay.
I didn't know there was a guy there.
No, whatever, don't-
Anyone could do that, but does it like seriously mean like art? Does it mean it's like
What?
good art?
What? Okay, yeah, no, anyone
Like
can
think
draw
about it.
a set of feet.
We're like
but it
monkey
depends.
NFTs. We're monkey NFTs art.
Yes.
They definitely had no emotion behind it.
How do you know?
You're telling me.
I related to
Some guy
that.
was
I
like,
related to those pictures.
Yes. What
I
do you mean by
related
that?
very
What
heavily.
do you? What did you mean by that?
I relate to.
I
It
almost
depends
fell
on the picture you talk. Did you? I thought I saw you fall. Oh shit.
You're not doing that to me, not
I
today.
really wanted
But
to.
I mean, like,
But what were you gonna
like
say?
it's like saying, for example, you know, rap music. You could consider it art.
Did
But would you really? Would you really? I saw that.
you?
That was not me. But like, would
Idiot.
you say Kendrick Lamar is more of an artist than 21 Savage, or
No, I think they're equally the same. Because they
well,
produce.
there's no way you're saying 21 Savage's lyrics is the same as
No, I'm not
Kendrick's,
saying
right?
it's the. I'm not saying the art is as good. I'm saying that they are both the same level of artists.
What do you mean by that?
Like
I
they
wanna-
are
I wanna
both
know what you
artists to
mean.
the same degree.
What do you mean? Like,
Like, it's
artists
like-
in the
it's like
same
saying-
genre, artists in the same industry?
No,
Artists
but
that
like, to
they're
the, like
equally-
they're both like dedicated
you
to
s-
making art.
Right, but if you said Kendrick was a 9 out of 10 artist, would you
Mm.
then say 21 Savage is also a 9 out
No,
of 10 artist?
no, I never said that at all.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to establish, that you're not comparing them as better or...
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm saying that
They're both
they
dedicated
are
to their
both
craft.
dedicated artists. Shit, I put that one up. But they're both.
I mean,
they're both artists that don't necessarily separate themselves from their art,
right.
right?
I got another question for you.
Okay.
While we're on the talk about, like, art in general, would you consider acting an art?
Yes.
I mean,
But
I
there's
do
the
too.
passion behind an action. I think that makes it art.
So I
There's
also do think
emotion.
that passion. I think I mean, even though someone looks at a sketch of a cat. I mean, I think there's passion and some sort of emotion.
I think there's like it's a. I mean, it depends on the
Alright.
picture of the cat.
I mean, but
I think
again, that brings
it-
up the idea of the NFT. Like,
Like if an art,
was
if
there passion behind an NFT? I mean, I guess you could say the passion behind an NFT was the passion to make money.
yeah,
know,
I think it can demonstrate a deeper drive than just making art.
You know,
If that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but stop twerking.
no, I get it.
Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about. Art.
Talking about art, yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
like at the same time,
I
I don't
dropped my
know.
sword.
it's hard when you have good artists and then bad artists, and you want to say that they're both like
You stole my
artists
sword.
and I did, and sorry, I'm like having my brain is not
Yeah, okay.
working.
I forgot. I was not even listening to you. Fuck.
But it's like you have really bad actors and really bad artists, right? You know, you have bad musicians, and then you have you're terrible. And you have like bad musicians, and then you have come on.
How did you fall?
It's like
Anyways.
how do you it's I don't want to say it's both art because there's a different level of emotion
No,
and
I
passion
think-
behind each.
I think
But you can't say that it's not art, correct?
it is art. I think if art makes you feel a certain emotion, then it's art. Like it's giving the viewer. It makes the viewer feel a certain way, and I think that makes it art.
I see.
You're really quiet, and now I feel like I fucked up.
No, I was thinking about it.
I feel like you
I
don't
mean,
agree.
Have you seen the Statue of David by
Uh,
Michelangelo?
Yeah, I think the one with the tiny.
Don't say that.
I
mean, I guess
stopped
you can.
myself.
That during the Renaissance, that was supposedly the perfect image of masculinity.
Because
So-
I mean, like, there's I actually don't remember the reason why tiny things were considered
I think it was
better.
just
I
more
think it.
just I feel like it was just more idealistic.
There was
It was
I know there was
it
a
was more
reason.
proportionate, maybe. Yeah, there was a reason.
I know I
I
saw a
could look it up.
reason, and I just don't remember what it was. Nor do I really care.
Well,
But
this is a podcast.
this is
What
a
do you want me to
podcast.
look up?
Why
Why
were
were
tiny thingy mabobbers? I ain't gonna say it, but why were they better than big willies,
okay?
big
Don't say it like.
Johnsons, as the kids are saying nowadays?
I mean it. Okay, this is what Cora is saying. Not like you should trust it,
Nah, of course,
but
trustworthy. Dude. Fuck.
it says it was a sign of great beauty in a young man.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
considered.
guess it was just part of the rebirth and the idealistic like culture of just the time of the
Yeah,
Renaissance.
it's a much different time.
I
I
mean, I feel like nowadays we're so shallow, but
no,
that
for sure, we're definitely more shallow now than we were
and I think
back
that
then.
to be honest, I think that reflects in the art.
I think it definitely reflects the overall state of the world and how it's going downhill.
I mean, but okay, but you could even say that about the Renaissance. I mean, every man was muscular. Every woman had a perfectly shaped body.
Mhm.
I mean, during each time, it just reflects the ideal of the perfect person of the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like in all art and during all eras, maybe it all was just shallow.
I mean, we're always shallow.
I mean,
I think
it's
human
human
beings have
nature.
always been shallow. It's just human nature to want to be the best, and for us to be the best, we have to make other people feel worse about themselves. I feel like
Yeah.
we're getting too philosophical. Let's go back to art.
Well, I mean, art of itself is philosophical. Is it
Yeah,
not?
but I feel like we're also getting too controversial.
How are we being controversial?
I don't want to be controversial. I don't want to get
We're
canceled.
saying we should be basically we're saying you should be nice to each other,
Yeah,
and
that's
art
not good.
reflects
No,
the
don't say that.
emotions of the time.
Don't say that. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Cancel me.
I will.
Yeah,
Where are
our
you
one
going?
viewer.
Yeah, me and my one viewer, we're going places, dude.
Ah, bonsai. Oh, is that controversial? Did you know
What?
bonsai was actually a thing? Screw-a-side bomber said during.
What? Did they screw us?
I don't know. You can't say that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we are playing this YouTube, aren't we? Hi YouTube.
Yeah,
Love you. Not really.
guys, my thing is flashing, and I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's not, but we're gonna just ignore it for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore it. I'll tell you if it ever cut. I mean, at least you have the audio. It stopped
Yeah,
flashing.
we have okay. Well, it probably fixed
Oh,
itself or something. I don't really know.
I don't know. Yeah.
You want to fight this kid? With me?
Back to art. Okay.
Art, okay. What about art?
We're supposed to talk about the emotion. That's what we said we would. But I
Yeah,
feel like
that is
we've
what we
just
said.
sidetracked. I don't know.
Look at this kid.
I guess it's kind of like what art shows too, in a sense. Like, I know in some art, like, it'll show the act before it happens.
Yeah.
Act as in whatever the art is trying to portray. And then, but some will show, like, it happening. So, take the, I don't know. What's our art topic? I mean,
I don't know. Help that motherfucker.
in the time period I'm talking about, right? I mean, obviously Catholic art was very popular, so what I was, when I refer to that, right?
Yeah.
I
What the fuck?
I think of, art showing Jesus being crucified and then Jesus being on the actual cross. And they have two different, I feel like, emotional levels to it,
Wait,
or like
what team are
say
we? Oh, we're yellow.
or like say like if you have the plague, they show people dying from the plague, and you show people. I don't
What
know
are
what
you
I'm
even
saying,
talking about?
but you know what I'm trying to get across,
No.
right? Okay. Why'd I have you as my co-host?
I don't. You need to find something better at some point. I stole John. Fuck you.
I feel like you space out too much.
I do. It's a very bad problem. But wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
Adderall exists for a reason, guys. I'm not saying
Adderall. I need caffeine. Fuck that. Fuck Adderall. Buy a sword, motherfucker.
I mean, I'm literally on caffeine right now.
Of course you are.
And
You're on a little bit too much caffeine, actually.
I'm literally sweating. But yeah. Art. This is the worst podcast I think ever. Why is Blue here?
I pulled my blocks out.
I got beat up.
All right. We're the best. This is why we're doing a podcast instead of actually trying.
Maybe we should just end the episode.
How long has it been?
20 minutes, baby.
That's including all your bloopers, which are probably about 10 minutes. So.
No, I restarted a couple
Oh.
times, so it's probably been like 18 minutes.
All right.
Actually.
Well, we should probably keep going. But I feel like we shouldn't play Bed Wars because we're bad at Bed Wars, and it's kind of slow and boring.
It's also kind of distracting.
Yeah, it
Cap.
is. We can just like no brain Sky Wars.
No one
Unless-
is playing Sky Wars.
Yeah, well, that's even better. We can just jump around the lobby.
Right.
Okay, so art
Art!
is I think art, if there's no emotion in art, it's not art. Like if there's no visible emotion in the art, if it doesn't make a
So
person
you're telling
feel
me there's a
certain way.
visible emotion in an NFT?
Okay, if it make okay, like noticeable, not visible, I guess, but noticeable.
I don't
Emotion.
notice any emotion in an NFT.
I think you have to take a deeper dive into so there's somebody
A monkey
somewhere
smoking a blunt.
who drew a
How
monkey
does that have?
for money.
Does that have any? Yeah.
Does that not like at least display some sort of greed in the human brain?
A monkey smoking a blunt.
Well, I think that's a different ideology.
I mean, I guess any type of art does show a type of
Like, 'cause, like,
ideology,
it's a
which
monkey-
it could be an emotion.
But
of
a lot of
sort.
the NFTs
I
were
mean, it
monkeys
is.
imitating things that humans do. Like I think that kind of like demonstrates how we like evolved,
the
but we
ideals
didn't really evolve
of
at the
current
same
human
time.
society. Because to be fair, I think people 100 years from now are going to look at NFTs and then analyze how they reflected our culture. So
And
I guess
it's
you're right.
some like cave paintings.
Why? Well, I haven't actually really looked at too many cave
I think
paintings.
there
Probably
are.
should.
I've seen a couple of them, but like nothing.
I mean,
like
I know-
crazy.
I know most about Renaissance art, so
Yeah, we should probably just keep solos. But yeah, what were we talking about? NFTs.
uh,
No,
this is such a bad topic.
no,
We know
that's the
nothing about-
W topic, dude. Calm down. Stop shit talking us after one episode. Not even one episode, and you're already talking shit. But I think
Look at this, man.
we need 2 topics next time.
Yeah, probably.
'Cause I think we will run out of topics to talk about.
Yeah, well, we can't have silent time, so let's keep yapping.
Okay, yap, yappity yap.
Okay, now you're just no one's gonna listen to you after this annoying podcast.
Good. No one listens to me anyway.
So, art.
Art. Okay.
I think like a minute, like 5 minutes of this is just gonna be us going art.
Art. Don't you love art?
I mean, let's think about it. Okay, so
just-
art is great,
Do I get spawn camped?
but at the same time,
Yeah. Are you? Still
it's like I feel like a lot of art is shallow. But
I think.
does that
I don't
show
think
the
art's-
shallowness?
What
of...
do you mean by shallow? Like what? What do
I
you
just
see
feel like some
shallow?
of it just has no meaning. You know, like
All art has meaning. It's not.
it's
art.
just like if I draw a desk.
a desk.
What's the meaning behind it? What if I just wanted to
You
draw a
can.
desk?
I mean, you have to make meaning behind it. You're the artist. You decide the meaning.
But isn't
But
art
also, art is
supposed to be
interpretive.
Subjective? Is that
Art-
what I believe that's the right word?
Yeah, art is
That
art.
could be-
Art is subjective. It like there could be a person who sees absolutely nothing in your art, but there could also be somebody who sees a deep intellectual meaning behind your art. Like it just depends. Someone's pushing you, by the way, but
Oh, thanks.
you're dead. By the way,
Oh, I'm dead. Think he's hacking?
no. I mean, it's Sky Wars. Everyone's hacking, but
Are you hacking?
maybe.
Do you think art is hacking?
I think you are hacking. But I think art, like, I don't think there has to be a meaning for you behind the art because there's a meaning for somebody behind the art. Like, somebody will look at that art and they will see meaning. But not everyone's gonna find meaning in every piece of art.
So you're saying you have to like actually? I didn't get some. Actually, think about it.
I think, yeah, I think it's
Also, didn't
interpretive.
get some. like completely interpretive.
Are you in the lobby?
No, I mean I'm in. Okay.
Okay, but I think not everyone's gonna see art the same way, and if you see art to have no meaning, somebody will find meaning in it, no
But
matter
what if
what.
you're the artist and you make the art to have no meaning? Because there's been artists out there, who just
Yeah, well then, but somebody else will find meaning in it. Somebody else will see something that the artist maybe didn't even intend to be there, but it's interpretive. You know what I mean?
yeah. What if I just what if I just paint? Okay. What if I just paint a black piece of paper, right?
Well,
Just all black and
stupid art like
just
that sells for a lot.
don't call it stupid,
Okay,
but I mean it
intellectual
is.
art.
But like, and I have no meaning behind it. I just
If you
just paint.
well,
I
I
just
think,
decide to because I can,
well, why did you decide
right?
to? I think there could be meaning behind your decision to do that in the first place.
What if I just saw black paint and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna paint this piece of page black.
Well, then you can find meaning in that.
Well, I mean, if I saw black art, I'd probably just a sheet of paper that was black. I'd probably think, oh, he's representing the void of life or something,
Yeah.
So I, man, I fell.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess in a way that would. Art. My camera's also about to die.
Okay. Well, we can end this episode when your camera dies.
We're at 27 minutes. I don't know if it saves when it dies though.
Okay. Well, then we can just end the episode here if you want.
Well, guys, my camera's about to die.
So we're gonna end
We'll
this
hope to have
episode.
a better. Well, I hope I have a better episode for you next time. But
We will. We will have a better. We will
yeah,
prepare.
no. We'll try. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, Comics, and my co-host, Cyndaquil, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever you want to call me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Please
Yeah.
tune.
Have a
Please
good
tune in
day.
next time.
Have a good day.
I know this was such a messy. Bye, guys. I'm gonna
Sorry.
now
See
turn
you.
off my camera.
Cool.
Don't look at my face or the Prime bottles in the background.
Ooh, Prime. Free advertising for the fucking pedos.